それございます。というわけで今日も今のバスやっていきましょう。最初はでも、なんで出てないんだろう。毎回、水分を。でも、他の国にもね、行ってみたいんだけどね。まだまだ、やれることが多い。そして、こことかだ。コントローラーかかってなかった。動かんの。
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We can pick some now and use them when the need arises. Get on! I shall propel you into the air.
こいつの倒し方がいまいちわからんのね。ちゃんとダメで入ってるの。氷こんなに残るの？全然普通に足場にできるじゃん。うまくペースなんだとかなって。ちゃんと配信できてたことですね。問題なし。マルチセールの診療のために窓様の人、そっちを考えてお知らせですね。いろいろとめんどくさかった。どこだった？
The false sovereign has been an enigma for far too long. What say we make for Vermin's eastern edge and investigate him? I've a rough idea of where our destination lies. Shall I show you there, Master?
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
体力あるからね。
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
Different combinations of materials result in
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
Sure to aim true.
動物推理しやすい。
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say.
だから連携してた。連携やった。見てください。敵がどこ
？Truly defeated when their skulls are smashed beyond repair.
スケートって頭潰さないと復活するのかな？何をするレベル上がった？あ、なんか押されてる。
I've no love of Mayhap you'd lend an ear.
シェフと頼みたい。
To my meager request, sir. Much obliged.
作ったならいいけど。クソ遠いんだけど。こっち行きたいのに。あれか。行けるかどうかじゃなくて。
Right. Just follow me.
どこに行きたいかをはっきり言ってから。内容をはっきり言ってから。
I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in my neck.
Keep gazing upward.
One of us has been drenched.
だよ。私、力を取れてる。
Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through unscathed.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for
向
improvement.
こうの火力やばいね。全員がいて、あれの、見てる。え
Over here!
At times, I find myself wondering why we must fight against our fellows.
I suppose 'tis so. The paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never really occurred to me. Oh well, I'm surprised.
Good work!
Nice of you to say so.
Not a bad idea.
人が別にやる。結構短い入り組んでるから写真が通らない人多いんだよね。それかこの人に
By your command, Arisen.
I must ask you to refrain from charging off. Teamwork is the crux of our strategy. Don't be such a worry, Walt. I know
こ
what
いつが
I'm
反応
doing.
してた。
Lay down your arms.
すごいね。機敏に攻撃してくる相手じゃ
A
なくて、
smashing success!
Would that we might always
だい
be
ぶ安
so
全に
in
さ
step,
せてく
eh?
れるよね。先手とさん、おはみやこうです。下から来た方が良さそうな感じでしょうか。
Very well. I shall go on ahead.
私親戚じゃない。
Would you care to behold a forgotten
Thank you.
riftstone as yet undiscovered in this world? Then follow me. It isn't far.
なかなかプラスアルになってるの。目の前です。わお。やりさんお金です。
Would you come over here?
大型と戦ったことないからそれが信頼する。まあ、まだね、選手したばっかりだから、好きでしてないけどね。
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
That is most fortuitous.
We must each of us hone our skills.
チーフ
A
と
jack
交
of
換
all
する。
trades is a master of none.
ちょっと楽。
Isn't much of an adventure if all we do is make camp.
'Tis well to be prepared, but over preparation will serve us not.
これがアーティストとかいいのかな。このままに。やり込みたいけど。この道は、いる？何
Have you forgotten something arisen? You're looking rather lost.
道が続いてるんだけどね。それこれは壊せない。どっちから行くの？
Over here! This way, if you please, Master.
長引くさほら。なんだ？ヘビが。一個アイテム持ってくる。一気に全部終わってないですね。まだまだ。最初に、上昇に現れないとね。
Let me get that.
そういうマップとか作り込むすごいよね。
Down for the chocolates! Alright, the attacks are wasted on this bow.
この、連れてってっていう NPC、付き合わされて、付き合わせて、もうすでに誰かやってる。
Don't be discouraged. We'll get it right
意味ないけ
eventually.
ど。
It seems we have enraged our foe.
Reckless opponent makes me easy prey.
本当はね、手動でいいのかなって方がいいんだけど。これ手動でやると結構難しいんですよ。あ、どこ行く？
I seem to have taken a hit.
あ、すっ飛ばされた。
A flesh wound. I can handle that. Hold. Just a moment.
A moment. I think I'm at my end.
We must spare no effort against
Hey, what?
this foe, lest we suffer bitterly.
あ、ちょっと。
The
これ回避
enemy's
行動が
movement
取れないから狙われたらちょっとやばいんだよね。
Recklessness has done them no favors. They ought to have conserved their strength.
I shall lead the charge.
Quite a view from up here. See how high I can scale?
Bad idea.
あ、待って。なんか 撃。
Was most effective.
強っ。なんか私の装備遊びのやつ、リフの武器、なんかいいやつですよね。
Ingredients are
積極的に
plentiful
頭狙っ
hereabouts.
てるんだね。
I say we collect as much as we can carry.
もう本当に正規ルート。
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
道なき道を進めるって感じ。着いたかな？
The stairs that follow our every move mark this as
一応村なのかな？村なしの村。あ、先週。
You there? Are you looking to enter the village?
ダメなの？
Best go elsewhere, friend. What's wrong about this place?
右目が。
There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
I don't know about you, Master, but word of a curious village does more to spark my interest than deter it.
You best go elsewhere, friend. There's no business to be had here.
じゃあ自分と商売しようよ。うるさいんだけど。
And here I was hoping for some great treasure. Ah, now I feel a fool.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
帰るときにもう、どこになるのかな？この場所とか、そうやね。
Is that who I think it is? Aye, I reckon so. What brings you here? Aught you need of me?
A treasure chest! I can hardly wait to open it.
勝手に。
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service?
What brings you here?
待って、あまり離れてると。大丈夫なんですね。
Fancy a look at my wares? 'Tis good to be busy. Work begets opportunity.
とっても普通の模様だけどね。なんか楽しみです。ガム薬、めっちゃ高く売れる。全然あってたいね。そんなつけてなかった。いつの間に拾った？だから思うのか。武器、キーファーレーションかっこいい。外線がいいけどね。で、下見は、これはなかなか。 初めて見るんですけど。うん。見た目的にここ多くない。CM 落ちても、重量が軽いっていうのはね、そうやって驚いてるからね。ちょっと軽く対処したんだけど。着物が着物をかぶって。ここだな。ちょうどが。
Always a pleasure.
この街はあんまり
Most
来ないだろうからね。
exhilarating to hand over such a sum.
These were necessary expenses, mind. No use clinging to every last coin.
なんかこれ、高いとこのアイコン消えなくなってるね。いや、次、今度消えてくるよね。ちゃんと間違って普通の。
It seems you've somewhere else in mind.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Have you some business here in the village? You would know of our village? As you can see, 'tis a simple place, tucked away on the eastern edge of Vermund. Is there aught else I can help you with, sir? Arthur. 'Tis a name unfamiliar to me, I'm afraid.
本当？知ってるんじゃ
At
ないの？
least no one by that name lives here, sir.
まあ、いないだろうけど。
Arthur. At least no one by that name lives. As you like, sir.
怪しいですね。朝はこの村出身されて。
This is the inn. Of course, nothing's free in this world.
止まったらなんかありそうだよね。本当に探すのがいい。それ半分もかかるとね。この人で、いくつか来るかな。あなただったら、正直、そういうのいいかもしれないですよ、本当にね。まあ、そっちの方、頭のそうの方がいいかもしれない。ハウスはつけてるやつね。ハウステージに。本当に、重量が7時になったら、スタミナ消費がいいですよね。アイテム分散のこととかも考えると、強いソースが必ずしもいいかもしれない。私はあいつが重くても、いいものなくていいですね。この明治、アクセサリーつけてないじゃん。
Glad to be of service, sir.
大丈夫です。
This is the inn. Of course, nothing's free in this world. Do stop by again.
私もう、それは提供しちゃったんだよね。
This is, of course, nothing's free in this world.
軽いやつに使いけど、
Glad to be of service, sir.
申請時計に行って、
Oh, this, of course, nothing's free in this world.
使ったのに。どっちがいいんだろう。その棒を使い、待ってね。あ、それなりに90のやつは結構、いいね。
Glad to be of service, sir.
でも本当ね、頭の表示っていうのができないからね。でも、猫が猫を掘る。猫なんだろうか。尻尾がないからね。かわそうですね。同じやつ。頭を捉えてない。ことにするんですね。しないと、せっかくのキャラクターとか、無駄になる。それならちゃんとした道具です。さすがに、シェイクは1000円だから、ちょっと必要かもね。さすがに、収集したかな。
This is the inn, of course. Nothing's free in this world. Do stop by again. This is, of course, nothing's free in this world.
なんとなく5万手くらいに一瞬で分かるからね。あとメインの必要なりにここに行って。スープ屋をとかね、やりたいんだけどね。難しい頭がかかるな。最初は、 勝手に、やってくれるってことですね。そろそろ、ちょっと考えないと。あかんかなってね。挑戦するか。実際、NPC がうまく使えなそうね。結構重要なスキル、後半に覚えるからね。別に戦闘でも使えたら、こういうのですね。それ、とどめさスペシャル、少量開発するんだと、なかなかね、とどめついてるからね。どうですかね。ちょっと少なくなるのとどめと、プラスサインがこちらでするのはね、NG だね。
Glad to be of service, sir.
少し戦闘力上がったね。
Me? Just going for.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest.
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
めちゃくちゃ、勝手に行こうとしてるけど、誰も何も言わないんだよね。
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
What brings you here?
Tis a letter most inscrutable, and I fear 'twill remain as such if we cannot find another piece to this puzzle.
金星を一つ。大変ですよね。使えたりしないですね。
There is no truer joy than...
This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world. Do stop by again.
Nothing new about. You the outsider?
My lord spoke of you.
どうして様
Come on, follow me. I've something real nice to show you.
勇者に断るか。ついていかないと。
Whatever it is, I'll thank you to leave me out of it.
住んでる人の住人たちは、そういうことは持ち込まれたくないよね。そうですね。
You're gathering grimoires, eh? My lord told me. I happen to be in possession of the Veiled Tome, Owl in Blizzard. I'd even be willing to part with it. If you'd be willing to trade me Fulminous Shield, the magic Aegis for it, that is. What say you?
この電車も必要な。
Oh dear. Still haven't found it?
A new destination calls to you, I take it. No, say no more. I look forward to seeing.
How goes it? Have you found? Oh dear. Still haven't.
向こうさん、ほら。ここには使うしかない。なんか、お上手ですね。なんかな。女の子。そんなのも登れないのか。
This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world.
Glad to be of service, sir.
Well met, sir. How might I? Always a pleasure.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's.
Oh, you've a sharp eye. You wonder how I know? For starters, it isn't just me. The entire village recognizes you for what you are, cuz. Not mysterious about it. We've our sources, and that's all I'm saying. But don't worry yourself. I'm actually on your side, in a sense. Can't offer you any help, though. Village code and all that. Still, I suppose I could give you a bit of advice. If I were you, I'd try doing to someone else what I was just doing to you. I've a hefty wager riding on you, cuz.
Do to someone else what I just did to you. What could she have meant by that?
This is the course. Nothing's free in this world.
We must rest, though the sun is still. I served one master who had every pawn change vocation.
'Tis dark out, but we mustn't let that dim our spirits.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace. Feeling rested, I trust.
Got something for me?
I fear I've not useful to share.
What brings you here?
意外とあるじゃない。スライトをよく見るよね。こう、優しい。
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? Well met, sir. How much do come again?
This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world.
Glad to be of service, sir.
宝石みたいなのが絶対安いだと。紙に出てきた。バイタとかですね。デザインもあるんだね。ファーストって合うかな。
I've not got food atwixt my teeth, had I?
NPC の感情を言えないし、ちょっとわかんない。
What's all this about?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
It seems you've somewhere else in mind you'd rather go. If you've no need of my guidance, by all means, lead the way.
I'm sure there's a very good reason for this detour. We must respect our master's wishes.
Yes, I'm not fun. Anyway,
Greetings. I must say, I trust you are enjoying your sojourn in our fair village. If you have any questions, ask away. I should be glad to aid you. Arthur, you say? I've lived in this village many a year, but I can't... Is there aught else you care to ask? You're curious? Naturally, I'm not the only one. Our village has its own network of spies and informants, you see, and your title tends to make you stand out among the rumors we collect. You're the second arisen to come to Vermont, and you've allied yourself with Captain Brant against the Queen Regent. In response, she's... Oops. I mustn't say another word. Don't misunderstand. I'm no ally of the Queen Regent. I merely strive to maintain neutrality in political matters. Those who deal in information must ne'er align themselves with a particular power. Such is our village code. Is there aught else you care to ask? If aught about our humble village, for 'tis here that thieves are instructed in the skills they require. To begin with, those who wander into the village are evaluated for their potential aptitude. Of course, you are no exception. Which is to say, you have my approval as the thief master. Is there aught else you care to ask? Beg pardon? Why would you ask such a thing? A letter? Oh, you've made quite the discovery. Brass means imitating someone in thieves' cant. This letter means to say someone's taken on such a request. Naturally, I can say nothing as to the who or what of the arrangement. I'm sure you understand. Is there aught else you care to ask? I take...
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful.
You, sir, are worthy of inheriting my ultimate technique. Once mastered, 'twill allow you to fell all foes, both minuscule and mighty. Take...
なるほど。マスターしたら勝手にもらえるんだ。なのに。結構超いいです。急に系列の必殺技みたいな。ごめんなさい。どっちから作るんですかね。レインフォームはやっぱりないのかな。まあ、とりあえず、自分は最終的にヒープやっていくから。
Having the Arisen Obtainer Maester's teaching is a welcome boon for us pawns as well.
'Tis an honor and a privilege to serve a master so accomplished.
まあ、さっきの人はですね。
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
Got something for me?
あ、なんか、典型的な振り子だった。結構、大事じゃん。
What brings you here?
みんなチーズなんです。これ落ちたら、直しよっていう。お、あ、なるほど。片目伏せるとスケがいけるんだ。下にアイテムは何だ。挟むと勝手に戻るね。あれだ。なんかこう、急にアクション要素、やり込んでくるね。 これなんか養成所みたいな感じになってる。これはどうしよう。あ、ちょっとタイミング悪い。タイミング、あ、そうなんですね。あ、そういうこと。それはそれなんか、みたいな。
You made it after all.
さっきのが一番最初に承認さ。
Guess that means I win. Oi, you lot best pay up. Dear me.
なんか掛け事してたんだ。皆さんここまで来れるかっていう。大変です。
You're here. I've been waiting for you.
私も遠く持ってる。それは誰なの
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Not many people bother with this place. Luckily for me, you were different. Knew I was right to bet in favor of the arisen. Anyway, most visitors get fooled into going up to the manor. We send them packing with a trifle, and if they don't question it, good riddance. We only train the rare few who make it here. Some might go so far as to say that the entire village was built around this spot. That all you wanted to ask? What can I say? Anyway, we send them. We only train the. That all you wanted. For all this, Dara was in line to become the next thief maester. But he failed. Took a massive injury to the chest during the trial. So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Now he gets to sit pretty on the best seat in the kingdom. Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he's not who he says he is. He's a wily one, that Dara. Always was careful not to leave behind a shred of evidence. But we can't have him thinking that he gets to go off and enjoy a peaceful life in the lap of luxury after breaking our code. Methinks he needs something to remind him of the debt he owes us. Here, this should do the trick. Now, as to the Maester's teaching, not sure you'll be able to use it to its fullest potential, but I'll show it to you.
これはもう自分がシーフがマスターだから、あと一緒だったのかな。
That all you wanted to ask? Aye. Till next.
What brings you here?
I'm in no mood for a chinwag, thank you.
I've no love of conflict, me.
Huzzah!
Thank you, sir.
Dear me.
How dare you? You're the one then? Fie. I'd hoped I'd not be seeing you here.
I fear I've not useful to share. So, we meet again.
I'm in no mood for a chinwag, thank you.
またなんか、大美少女になったけど、いいか、特別な技がされてる。メインほぼ同じ効果があるのに。なるほど。ストーリーも王道だから結構面白いよね。お、あ、なるほどね。ここに繋がってるんですね。入れなかったですよね。いい人だ。今持ってるやつって方なんですね。そのまま宝箱に入れてくんじゃありません。もう消毒。パンチますね。待って、ベルセルするからよ。
At last, 'tis a relief to be at your side again, Master.
Our party's reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
How goes it? Have you found Fulminous shield, the magic? Oh dear, still haven't found it.
そういう才能じゃないかな。どういうことないといけないからね。ここのやることはどうだった？
Fancy a look at my wares?
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
もう、だから持つの隠しないで。
This is the echoes. Nothing's free in this world. ここに入るんだね。やっぱ、向こうも入るんだ。最近の打ち合わせがそうですね。疲れたこの時代の自分の出てもらった。再エンジンの上位版だけど自分もダメでくれる。強すぎるかな。本だったら使えるっていうスキルがね。瞬間メインだったら使いたくないんだ。それは正直言うけど。 オートパリーっていうか、オートパリーですかね、モンハンでいうところの、金の、あれかな。もうちょい有用なやつなかったな。
Do stop by again.
Thank you.
そうですよ。狼とか。狼とかですね。その時ですよね。ここ軽くわかるけどね。そうですね、そうそう。はい。特殊効果はあるんですか？なんか下半身気にするけどね。大丈夫だよ。
Risen, I promise to wield this maester's teaching well and prove myself worthy of your faith.
Ah, you must be the visitor I've heard so much about. Dara. That man isn't associated with our village anymore. In fact, if e'er you should meet him, pray inform him that he is no longer welcome here. Arthur. At least no one by that name lives here, sir. As you like, sir.
I'll have to remember this place. This is the inn, of course. Nothing's free in this world. Do stop by again. This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world.
僕はなるべく軽く仕上げてよかったですね。やっぱり死滅のあれが軽減されるんですね。
Glad to be of service, sir.
それで、死滅ダメージを受けてるっていうのから、なんか、すぐ発動でどんくらいしてるかな。自分でちょっと話してみてよくわからん。
Fancy a look at my wares?
いいのかこれで終わったから、一回戻らないといけないね。内側にもう、ないんですかね。
Just yonder looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry.
こうなってる。いっぱいある。そんなにある。ここから分かる。これほどお金1匹ぐらいいても少しいいんですね。いいか。かわいそうだけど。ごめんなさい。ごめんなさい。それじゃあなさそうかな、その辺。
Well met, sir. How might I be of... Well met, sir.
もうある程度腐らせないとあれかな。
How might... Always a pleasure.
なんとも多いですよ。
Oh, it takes two to make a sale. And this seller had nothing to tempt us with.
This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world. Do stop by again. This is, of course. Nothing's free in this world. Do stop by again.
A master has given us an order. Surely you do not intend to disobey?
A reward for our efforts. I expect Captain Brandt will know how to put what we've gleaned to good use. First things first, we must speak with Captain Brandt. Follow me, Master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek.
Well, if you insist. I'm only glad I don't have to lead the way for a change. I seem to recall there being a treasure chest in this area when I explored it in other worlds. Shall I lead the way?
I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful. I'll craft...
The stars glimmer gorgeously this night.
Did as you say.
結構頭動かすな。
This brute has quite the temper.
Reckless opponent takes her easy prey.
Fear not. 'Tis well in hand.
あの上にね。
If we find an opportunity to retreat, I say we take it. It's hardly cowardice, because we've no hope of victory to begin with.
Let me think of that a while.
なかなかヘッドショットが狙えない。
That's the spirit. Plenty more where that came from. Not a bad idea. Resurrect as long as their skulls remain intact. But fear not, I shall gladly smash every last one.
そうだ。
Need healing. I'm happy to oblige. Hold just a moment.
大丈夫かな。
Could you come over here? It appears
そ
to
れ
be
からまあそん
destroyed.
な急いじゃない
No
ね。
matter. 'Tis not the only path we may follow here. You'd think they'd have learned from the last one that we're not to be trifled with.
Drawing the enemy arisen.
No quarrel
こ
here.
こで、まあ、1000日は1000日だけど、こういうことはちょっと汚いな。
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind. Different masters favor different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
A reward for our efforts. I expect Captain Brant will know how to put what we've gleaned to good use. I expect Captain Brant will want to hear of this. I know where that person can be found, Master. This way.
その固定できる
The vanguard is yours. Lead on.
してみ技もありつあるんだけど、一応選択肢なのに。
This way, if you please.
One of us has been ready.
あ、間違えた。こんなひどい使わないのか。まだじゃない。あ、そっか。火入ってる。
think I'd be caught unawares. I am shamed.
Let us pick ourselves up, dust ourselves off, and try not to slip up again. That was impeccably timed, Arisen.
そうね。あんまり要請してると、息するかもしれない。当たってきた。本当に？ちょっと当ててみたいんだけど。だったらね。
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Right. Just follow me.
I see you've been drenched. Fly off as soon as you can. Well done. Arisen, are you all right? Efficiency at its best.
Our combined might is beyond any foe. A forgotten riftstone we've not discovered lies nearby. 'Tis this way, as I recall, from my last sojourn beyond.
Goblins approach! Shame I've no advantage in this road. Are we all in the same boat?
Might I interest you in my humble wares? Much obliged, sir.
Ah, I just remembered. Is your pack not overburdensome? Oh, you carry so much. I worry for your poor spine.
Ah. パーティーが一人多くなった状態だけど、この人がね、最近、ね、完全にすりまして、戦力になってたからね。まあ、ブレーキとか相手して、
We cannot break it from this side. So it goes.
I've just remembered. There was another matter we were to attend to hereabouts. Was there not?
We'll make our way there in time. As to whether 'twill be sooner or later, that is for the Arisen to decide.
Oh, the sight of yon ox cart. Brought all my fatigue to the fore.
Much obliged. Take this. With
腐りかけの獣のあ、でもまあ、使い方にそうだと思う。
This way, if you please.
特に難しいセンスがないから。これぐらいだった。
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by a master storyteller.
あ、相手のせいですね。
Well met, you will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treated.
大事なアイテムなんとかに入らんのかな。使うのか使わないのかはっきりと。
To the foremost hospitality.
あ、もう一つね。2つつけたら、そうですね。示されてゲーム機ですか？使い方は、
In all Vernworth, you know where to find me.
Welcome.
Well met. You will soon forget the fatigue of a long journey when treat. To the foremost, much obliged.
This looks as good a place as any.
Welcome to and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So if we hope to see you again.
We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
Perhaps the
Welcome and quality is what you need if you want to survive. Hope to see you again.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Did follow it to the top? どうだ戻してこれてるのかわからん。戻れた。これ、エラーとか書かずに勝手になんか、モルフェス切れてたんだけど。どういうこと？お疲れではない。ないです。
Master, you are an open book. You've longed for my company, haven't you? Well, here I...
Open your eyes, everyone. 'Tis dark out, but our day begins.
Step lively. Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
Shall we get underway?
Wait, well, can I take it out of the... Did it so? Should have tried to go this way. Okay, なんか、スティーム版の、ドグマ2の性能が、あんまりよろしくないみたいですね。うん。ビデオカードの性能が、もうちょっと良ければ、違うんですけどね。自分の使っているマザーボッカーがございて、ビデオカードは少なかったないんですけどね。新しい欲しい。それは高いんじゃ。最初は高くてもね、1万とか2万とかで、なんかもう、4万とか5万とか、普通にするとね。
Could you come over here? It was an eventful journey, but we made it here all right.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. Does this man's countenance not bear an uncanny resemblance to that of the false sovereign? I see. If your majesty is certain that the two are one and the same, then I am convinced as well. However, I'm afraid this paper alone does not constitute sufficient proof. Ah, but of course. I surmise your majesty intends to post the bill and invite suspicion. A clever plan. The Queen Regent will be forced to deny any connection to our new sovereign, yet will be unable to remove the bill from the public eye. Furthermore, 'twill serve as an attestation to Dara's existence, which shall remain an undeniable truth till the man resurfaces.
なるほど。頭が悪いじゃん。もしかして自分そんなこと考えてるんですね。つまり、この指名手配のこの紙を普通にコンテンツとして、街中に貼りまくって、普通に指名手配するんです。でも、この指名手配犯が、アーサーとなんか大変スリフトすることをすることって、認証に疑問を持たせるっていうことですね。
And all the while, the doubts lurking in the hearts of the citizenry will continue to deepen.
それで、順当に手間取ってる間に、だんだん増えていって、自分たち人々は社会を負担する。まあ、それが一体そうですね。
A clever ploy indeed. I shall attend to this matter personally. I've no doubt that this bill will prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, Your Majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
That thief Maester's a capable sort. I'd wager this will make life rather difficult for the Queen Regent.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim, pray, make use of the key I gave you. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we...
I dare not enter the palace, but I would fain escort you to the castle entrance.
Look as long as you please. Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on... the roads, despite... at the hour. Much obliged.
I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command. This ladder can take us to new heights.
After you, Arisen.
Come, I'll lead the way.
Do you know how long you'll be?
You are the Arisen. Follow me. I've got to focus. The shift's only just begun. Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards espy you, I will be forced to play my part. Pray, be cautious.
いや、そう、手が冷めたけど。もうなんかあるの？前回侵入したくせに、全然、経理数が少ない。
Have you business in Batal? Then you, good sir, will don't go thinking you can slip through trade twixt our nations, maybe so. Should
All I can do for you.
I'm frightfully busy. No time.
名前が画面でこっちに。戦争とね、だいぶ前衛的な写真。
All this revelry in war's wake. 'Tisn't right.
だいぶ強かなかったんだね。ダンスパートナーいないんだ。
So, tell me more. Naught but tedious talk of golden gup.
そりゃそう。
Another fancy party hosted by the Arisen. You'd think he's feeling plenty merry by now.
All I can do for you.
Just between you and me, my survey mission, my task, is to seek out his an enigma, forged of strange materials and covered in queer etchings. But my orders are to get to the bottom of it. So back and forth I go on an endless string of expeditions.
No. Pay me no mind.
We who are gathered here are naught but nameless nobles.
No.
We who are gathered here...
'Twouldn't do to meddle in each other.
All this merrymaking.
Smiles are the finest reward I could ask for.
I warn you, I'm not easily impressed.
確かにすぐ尽くしてる人が会話。
Methinks I'll have a rest. My feet ache from...
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
Surely these extravagances cannot continue.
Let us forget the
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Another ale can't make my...
No. We who are gathered here...
どこに何してるの？さすがにもう何もするの？ではなんでそれはこうにそうですよね。
No. We who are gathered here...
Might as well make merry. I find it liberating to hide my fate.
I would fain aid you. I would fain aid you if you are in need.
I'm frightfully busy. No time for...
Have you heard? There's to be more
I find it liberating.
Twouldn't do to meddle.
I would fain aid you.
I shan't let anything spoil my evening.
They're the same, tired faces in the same tired frocks.
I've a pressing duty to which I...
Now, we who are gathered here. Now, we who are gathered here.
Masks are not but a hindrance. I pray someone asks me to die.
Surely these extravagances cannot continue.
Off to market I go.
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this work.
開けてくれない？上がるか。なんですけど。
I must ask you to comport yourself.
Should you espy any large monster clearing the high roads of such obstructions, for that our hands are oft over, the bodies will decay over time, and the winds will... can't leave my post, damn it.
So, you've come. Captain Brant bade me. So, you've come.
Seriously. なるべく人と会わない方がいいですね。いいかな？あ、でも、人いるから、別に。さっきの。問題ない。いった。マジか。Do not test me. やっぱり遠距離の死。遠距離だから。せめてシーフだったらやれるけど。あ。ダメだ、逃げられない。めっちゃ切り。変わった。あ、これでゲームオーバーじゃないんだ。投獄された。助けて、セブントさん。なんかさ、すごくそういうの用意するんですね。まあでも、中心になった子がね。あ。
Do not test me.
中に入ってるの大丈夫。めっちゃそれ入ってるけど。なんか誰か考えてる。これどうしよう。もうすごいことやれないとね。
No time to talk, I'm afraid. I'm a busy man.
しかし、ローの鍵持ってても募集されないんだね。アイテムだ。戻された。あ、なるほど。ポイント上がってるのね。
So, leave it to me, Arisen.
最初してもらうね。
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
I suppose all we can do is wait.
どうせ今は監視してる人、最初がそうですかね。
How dare you!
Sometimes I wonder if I'm cut out for this work.
シーフの方が良かったな。これ誰も入ってないね。空が空いてるってこと？あ、いたいた。
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? No. Then we are presented with three options. Either the law of our world that allows only one arisen has been upended, or Deeza's arisen is false, or you are lying to me. Have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem it is true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, a man named Crusoe appeared and claimed to be arisen. He went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true arisen, the one fit to lead them as their ruler. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar, whereupon his head was liberated from his shoulders on the spot. Aye, I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. I can devote all my time to my own interests. And I need not turn my ear to Deeza's absurd demands. 'Tis a paradise to me, this cell.
まさに、そうかなのかな。三国志前の中国の宗師ですよね。宗師はこんな感じですよね、行動って。
That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
Enough.
そ そうなってんのかな、気にしないの。
Oh, looking for... Can't say I've seen it, or heard of it for that matter. It's all coming back to me now. Which is to say, I've not a clue. My first stop would be Ibrahim's scrap store. Got to be sure my price is the genuine article, eh? The scrap stores are in the Checkpoint Rest Town. Might be worth a look, see?
実際見たことあるけど。開けてあげたいんだけどね。そうだよね。シールがかわいい。簡単にメタルギアソリッドよりかわいい。出たよ。捕まってなかったね。
Oh, good. You return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight.
せなくない？うちら早くね。
This should be far enough. If you truly are arisen, then I swear to words may be wind, but there's naught else I can... Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
とりあえずまたよりにして、報告しないと。
Suppose I best earn my keep. Such quietude, a blessing. I feel a sight better once I'm fucking up.
I have no issue falling asleep. You'll not believe the journey.
'Tis an odd thing to wake after the sun has fallen.
Step live, play.
交換してって。
Journey by starlight shall make for a nice change of pace.
A new day, a new perspective.
Here.
Aye, this is plenty. Lord Phasus is like to be in your debt. Nicely done. Suppose it can't have been easy to procure this much so quickly.
You suppose wrong. I command their full faith. 'Tis simple for me to extract what I require.
Ha! You're a fearsome one. Here's hoping I ne'er end up in your care.
Enough. I gave you yours, now you give me mine. I'd not be seen here with you.
Ah, of course. Wouldn't want to hurt the Lady Saint's image in the eyes of the common folk, would we? Here's your special medicine.
Glad we understand each other.
Aye, be seeing you.
This is not the first we've heard of Lord Phasus. What could his aim be, I wonder?
How very peculiar.
Watch yourself. I'm not.
Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind.
There's a ladder here. Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Well met, son. How might I be of service? Welcome to pure and quality is what you need if you want to survive. Many thanks. I appreciate the bit.
Nothing caught your eye? Oh, that's a shame. Let's hope there's aught worth our coin next time.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to... It seems Magistrate Wardor has been safely delivered from his cell. The man's dedication to justice shall doubtless be a great boon to our cause. Mayhap 'twould be prudent to visit the man on occasion and avail yourself of his vast stores of wisdom. Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? You do not possess it. If you've deposited it somewhere, else if you've lost it, mayhap it's been... 'Tis a curious shop, where all manner of useless trinkets may be found. The town's... Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? It seems Magistrate Wardor, mayhap 'twould be prudent... Now, would you be so kind as to return the key I lent you? I thank you. Pray. There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Her Majesty's claim as the true arisen. Ah, there is one other thing. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances as such. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? I've been unable to uncover all. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we worked...
Welcome.
Only person I know.
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace?
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
You are not permitted to be here. Move along.
また狙われちゃうからね。
'Tis best you move along. Pray, be cautious.
Such quietude is a blessing.
I do not waste my time on the lake.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling you sooner. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I simply feared that if I spoke the truth, none would wish to involve themselves with me.
街の中で、なんか、飾り箱を買いたかった。
That is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose.
変装してたのに。
Your word. You mean to say that you are the true Arisen? That the sovereign currently residing in the palace is a pretender? Could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers.
Have
you seen him?
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin, 'tis us who'll answer to her grace.
Forgive me. My absence seems to have made this rather more difficult for us. You ought leave the palace at once. This room turned up little of interest, but I've a mind to look into this further. I shall send word to Captain Brandt if I discover aught you should know. I'll head out first and speak with the sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape.
Sven, where have you been, Your Grace?
Forgive me. I
couldn't clear my head. 街中はあまりダメージ受けないような感じはしますが、あまり高いところから行ってるかもしれない。でも先に全部送った方がいいのかな。そうだな。
Some skills can only be honed on the battlefield. Should you espy any large clearing the high roads of, but our hands are oft overfull, the bodies will decay over time.
また、エラーの博士に寝るって終わるのやめて。 もう治療してて出てる。ちょうどいいところで終わらないで。うん。で、C の、やっぱり、だいぶね、軽い設定にしてるんですけど、結構のためですね。ちょっと待ってね。どこでセーブされたのかがちょっと気になるね。オンラインゲームとして一応オフラインゲームだから、セーブに、どこでセーブされてたのか。集合の投稿になるんだ。じゃあ、本来は聞こうとしてたやつとこの、それに、公開は
I'm unsure how best to proceed. This battle is not your task. You have the strength.
いきなり切られたんだね。
Have a little faith in yourself. This, I beg you.
Will not go unpunished.
What must needs be done is to double this.
逃げろ。今投稿中です。なんで覚えられてたんですか？SS のことがあるか。言葉で解決しようとせず、全部シートがあったからね。
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen? This scrap. 'Twas part of a letter, and from Batal no less. This alone can prove little, but 'tis clear that Deeza's schemes run deep. To think, Deeza's actions have weighed even on the mind of her own son. 'Tis a surprise, but a welcome one. Deeza is the doting mother before the Regent King.
もし、恋と施設とかに覚えたら、それは自然恋ですよね。立場が良くなるはずなのに。絵が協力してくれるっていうのは。
If Regent King Sven is willing to aid us by drawing Deeza's focus, we may be able to gain here more useful information. You have done well, Your Majesty, though I am limited in the aid I'm able to offer.
Seems we were right to suspect the Queen Regent. We ought to keep an eye on her in the days to come.
I know not what to make of this.
There is much we ought to tend to. Masquerades being as they are, much is made of appearances. Is there aught else you would speak of, Your Majesty? Do not forget that we worked...
Battle is to be avoided, I take it, Arisen.
Little does our foe realize how narrowly they escaped death's touch.
Right you are.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist. Do come again.
This might be worth your read.
It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Good evening, sir. I trust you've... Fared all right on the roads, despite the... You know where to find me. Well met, sir.
To break the law is to be thrown in jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then we'd best keep some coin on hand to ease our potential warders' suffering and make them an ally to our cause.
Pray, slow your feet. You run too fast for the likes of me.
No time to catch your breath. Try to keep up. Oh, how I've looked. というわけで今日はここまで。最悪以上するとエラー発のね。セーブして。というわけで、ここまで見てくれた方、ありがとうございます。レトさん、ヤリーさん、ノリスさん、ニコラスさん、レイズさん、ジェシーさん、おせにゃー、パッパイさん、